Hi guys, welcome to Celeb Villa SA, where you get the latest news on all things trending and newsworthy. Now, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss any of my uploads. The drama surrounding Lesego shortly after her 2-year-old Gawone had been exhumed continues, as Michelle went on to confirm some things that have been shared with the public after the leaked screenshots, where Michelle went into further details as to what allegedly went down when no one was looking, going as far as exposing Lesego for not communicating with her soldiers who helped her from the beginning of the process, further revealing that she had requested for removal of some people and eventually she herself left the group that was essentially made for her.
She is now in court. Again, questions are raised within the group. Where are you attending court? She doesn't want to tell us. Who is the attorney on record? She does not want to tell us. Why are you not telling us who the attorney on record is? Because remember, she must then, when she's making updates, she needs to come and say, "Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lesego. Thank you for your donations. With the money raised, I've been able to get legal assistance. And I believe that this legal assistance will be able to push me from point A to point B. At this time, I am asking you as the public for privacy while I try and get this matter expedited so that we may get the order for exhumation, confirmed dates, and etc." That is not the message that you guys are receiving out there. The message you are receiving is that she's waiting for the process. She is in court. This is an urgent matter. We are happy with that. However, again, might I add, there is the collective and there is the public in general. The collective forms part of what I have called her army, her people, her foot soldiers. That is the collective. Unfortunately, people read that, obviously, in a context that was malicious, which I'm okay with the fact that it was spread out, that particular screenshot, with an intention of being malicious. Now, when she comes on the same Instagram and says to the public, she requests privacy, our expectation at that time is that because she has a publicist, she will remove herself from social media and engaging with people. That is where now the problem comes in. You are a grieving mother. You are in and out of court, back and forth with lawyers. Leave social media. The fact that people know what has happened is things that you can divert their attention to your publicist. Your publicist can have access to your social media and deal with this case. As she has said, it is a big case. It has a lot of intricacies to it. We don't want to miss anything. We don't want to misstep. We want this to be followed to the T. Again, the reason behind the collective, or my involvement as an independent person involved in this. Now, we are seeing an escalation. We are picking up an escalation of posts on social media. Posts. Remember, at this time, the group is asking the same question again. Days are going by. We are even using our resources to get legal counsel for her outside of the money that was raised. Meaning we are even using our own resources. We are calling her. We are pleading with her. This is outside of the chats, by the way. We are putting her in calls. She's listening. We are involving other senior counsels. We are getting advice from other lawyers because we believe we are assisting her. She does not take the assistance of even the senior counsels that we are getting for her. Because remember, our worry is that this case is taking long. This case is dragging its feet. We need to assist this girl because she has only one cry. Give me my baby. Give me my baby. Now we are saying Where are you? How far are you? I want to put it to you. We didn't know the courts she was going to. To date, we still don't know the attorneys on record. To date, we have no possession and no understanding of whatever it is that took place. We also know, because she would come back and tell us that she's frustrated, that things are slow. And we would come back to her and say, they are slow because you are not allowing us to help you. They are slow because we are providing you with resources and you are refusing. As a matter of fact, one of the ladies in the group had gotten her legal assistance, a law firm based in Sandton, I believe. She did not call them. She did not pitch for a consultation. Now she's running the show on her own. The information that she's writing on social media is what we are also receiving. Now we are on the back end as the collective. We are wondering how. Then what's the purpose of us being your foot soldiers? What is the purpose of us possibly severing relationships over this? Putting our livelihoods at risk. Putting our lives at risk to stand in solidarity with you. Whenever we ask you for information, you don't say anything. Then we shouldn't have even had this WhatsApp group to begin with, because the purpose of the group is for us to run, to assist, to gain strength on your behalf, to do the work while you are fighting this big fight with this man that you have claimed is dangerous, has resources, and that you are afraid for your life. That is what the collective was all about. Now, after asking for the attorney of records, as I said, she did not disclose. And again, as I said, we wanted to support her. We wanted to know who her lawyers were. Someone, for Christ's sake, said, we knew who Zuma's lawyer is. We knew who Mandela's lawyer is. If we feel that your attorneys will get assistance, great. We are trying to band together to help you exhume your child as quick as possible. Because during the strike, and when we were sitting down, some that were lying prostrate on the carpet at that lady's house, you mentioned how scared you are, that there's a possibility that there's foul play, that your child has been killed, that this is a ritual killing. Now, we are concerned women. We are concerned mothers. We want to assist you to expedite this case, because you are saying you believe your father has killed your child. You are saying you believe your father has performed rituals on the lifeless body of your child, or on your child, leading to his death. Great. Now, this continues. Again, we say to her, Lesego, the reason why we want accountability as far as the allocation of funds is number one. And I would like to take you guys through it. And I hope you will work with me, because I'll be finishing in about 10 minutes or so, if God allows. One, when you go to the public and you write something like, keep the donations coming, you are essentially saying to the public, send me money. And while the amounts are in your account, and even if we have had chats in the group where we wanted to involve a lawyer, because now this is big. It's no longer about a group of women putting funds together for a cause. We want things to be followed step by step properly. We asked. Publicist said she will even get an accountant that will give us full record of whatever it is that has happened, where the monies went. And I will tell you why we wanted this. Nobody wanted money for their own gain. Nobody was controlling her, right? Nobody told her to raise funds for any other thing. The people that are assisting and the people that are sitting on the sidelines waiting to get clarity in order for them to add more to this cause need to be told how far we are. And the how far we are is not what you guys have on Instagram as means of communication. How far we are or where she is the information as the collective that we would be in possession of. For example, if 100,000 is raised towards legal assistance, she would come back and say, ladies, from the 100,000, we have used 80,000 rands to pay for senior counsel, for the lawyers to expedite this case. Therefore, after this, once we get an order to exhume the body, I'm going to need more assistance. Now this then becomes the time where us as the collective go back to the masses or our donors. And we go back to our donors that we have called and asked monies from outside of the Instagram community. There's already donors we've identified. There's institutions and businesses we have identified that we want to assist her. So when she comes back and says, I've used this much towards the lawyers, we say, okay, now that the exhumation order is out, we understand that you wanted private pathology. How much are we looking at? She would say, guys, private pathology, we are looking at an additional 100,000 rands. And that is where Rona, as the collective again, we go. We raise what? The monies. The monies. Remember, she is still at the legal level, dealing with senior counsel that your monies have raised for her to get. Now, we are at phase 2 of this, which is the exhumation. It needs money. Runa is the collective. She will ask you guys openly on Instagram. We go to our donors and look for monies. We go to institutions, we go to businesses to get donations for the process of her getting her private pathology report as she had wanted. She wanted to get an autopsy done on her child independently. That would cost money. Money that we would again have to raise as the collective. Number 3, after that, she gets her results. She gets her results. She knows the true cause of death as far as her son was concerned. Mind you, conversations that we have had with her telephonically at the time, together with her sister, are as follows. You said that your child has died through a ritual killing. We hope that whatever you believe in, whether a sangoma, whether a priest, whether a prophet, a seer, whoever will be present to prove that indeed your child died through the ritual killing that you have said he died from. We hope you also have a priest that will be residing over the exhumation. The people that are assisting and the people that are sitting on the sidelines waiting to get clarity in order for them to add more to this cause need to be told how far we are. Because during the strike and when we were sitting down, some that were lying prostrate on the carpet at that lady's house, you mentioned how scared you are, that there's a possibility that there's foul play, that your child has been killed, that this is a ritual killing. Now, we are concerned women, we are concerned mothers. We want to assist you to expedite this case because you are saying you believe your father has killed your child. You are saying you believe your father has performed rituals on the lifeless body of your child or on your child leading to his death. What's next? I can tell you now, there were funeral parlors that were willing to sponsor already. There's a lot of things that the women had put together as resources to assist once the child has been exhumed and the child is to be buried. First, Botsi of Bazi B, right on the group, or we've advised Lesego, we have asked her to provide us with honest and true information so that should anyone be 10 steps ahead of her, or basically we wanted to be her watchers. We wanted to keep our eyes out on the things that she's probably not seeing. Because club, she wants to get her baby exhumed. We are her foot soldiers. We wanted to assist. Botsi of Bazibi, right on the group. I tried. We advised her. We spoke to her. We pleaded with her to tell us what's happening because of the order of how we had believed things would take place. And as per our agreement, the first day we all met as women after the march. Now, she recuses herself from this. Many of you saw her posted on Instagram that she's out. That was the truest reason why that lady left. I, together with other women, echo the same statements. I really know sharp because Rezamile, Discontent, habatu butsiwa, remukrela tuso, batuba phone barba mutusa, anyaki, arito re. What are we really doing in this group? Are we just raising money for you to do whatever you want and we can't account to donors? You can't account to the public? What is going on? So I want to dispel also the use of the word intricate details that she mentioned. We didn't want that. As I told you, what we wanted were the surface level details in order for us to run as a foot soldiers and assist her. She's evasive, she's secretive, members of the group are fighting, and the objective of this was to assist her from the beginning all the way till the end, which is post-burial, by the way, where we get her psychological help, where we get her therapy, where we get her counseling. Over and above that, should she feel that now she needs to get or open an organization with the baby of baby Kaone, or the name rather, this would have been, her footstool. She would use this as a stepping stone to start this foundation. This was never about us. It was about what we wanted for her. We understood that she was a grieving mother. Hence why we asked her to set aside her pride, set aside the need to compete and fight and say disparaging things about the father of a child. She could have done that later. Today, right now, at that moment, we were dealing with trying to exhume the body of her son. Now, she calls us. She tells us. This is at her instruction. It's taking long. It's taking long. What do you need? No, I'm at the offices. You are overwhelming me. If you feel there is foul play. No. My lawyers said I shouldn't tell you who they are. How? Because if they are on record, we will see. Eventually, we will be able to get transcripts, see what happened. If maybe Norale can dive. My lawyer doesn't want you guys to know who they are. Again, Lesego, the funds donated. She's evasive. Start saying she's uncomfortable telling us now. Listen, almost last week, no refund the screenshot to your net bank account, showing us how much you have. Anymore how much you've raised. How will we know? At this stage, because we had even organized people to assist her to expedite this, when we say this, she answers us like that. When we say this, she answers us like that. Unfortunately, you are seeing our responses from an angry point of view. You are not getting that other side. Again, this is not about that. She comes in and says, ladies, I would like for us, we call her boss lady, I would like for us to have a national march. Because we can see, somebody is dragging their feet. We are scared for Lesego. We need to really get the national march on this. Rijemile. I then write a note on the group to the publicist. Okay, what memorandum are we going to submit when we don't know the merits of the case? When we don't know what is happening? What will be written in the memorandum when we don't know which court Lesego is attending? When we don't know who her lawyers are? When we don't know what is happening? Which memorandum is this that will be served? The ladies are in agreement. Again, who is your lawyer? Which court are you going to? The important questions around the word accountability. We ask again. Memorandum wrong walang komufing. Resa yitsi. Hore, how far are you? Resa yitsi. Hore ke department effing AAMing that has halted everything, that is making it impossible for you to get the exhumation order. Because when we submit that memorandum, it must have meat. It must have things that cannot be contested. But we can't write anything resa yitsi. Okay? Days go, I think a day or so, it's a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. She's telling us she will furnish us with information. People are saying, be kind. So this is not about, remember at the time, with the high emotions in the group, there's people that want to apply strategy and logic. And we want to afford her corner to grieve. Hence the use of me saying foot soldiers. We want to do this to assist her while she's there grieving, dealing with the courts. We are making the noise. Hey, we haven't forgotten. She needs the permit. She needs the exhumation date. Comes back, says, this is what's happening, provincial level or national level, SAPS, COCTA. That information is written on Instagram. She doesn't tell us. Shortly after that, she calls, requests that the publicist is removed from the group. How? Most, you said you trust the publicist. She's the one that's saying things on your behalf. Publicist ya tlusiwa mo groupung. Now she gets into the group. She says the publicist is a spy. Publicist is working for the camp her baby daddy. Oh, now we are saying, oh, Jesus, baby daddy has won. Oh, Nkosi yami, baby daddy has won. That's us at the time. We are scared for her. Why are we canceling the march? We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's happening. And we don't know what's happening. So what are we marching about? Who are we going to give a memorandum to? Days are going. We don't have any legal documentation to assist us in the memorandum we will be putting together. Again, the questions go on and on and on and on. Where is the lawyer? Who is your lawyer? This thing is slow. Ejo, how pala ya Afri Forum if our it's happy? This is when the issue of Lesego, at least tell us what you did with the monies so that we tell people. Please. Lesego leaves the group. Completely leaves the group. She's grieving on Instagram. She's not okay on Instagram. We are stuck. We are confused again. Utswile. Go group unyahaye. All right. She's out of the group. When she comes back, she starts the language of abuse. She starts the language of harassment. We are like, no, man, don't play with us. We are not abusing you. We called you out on your continuous insistence of being dishonest. We are not fighting with you. We are fighting with your manner of approach. We are fighting with the condescending things you're saying to us. We are fighting with the way you treat us as if Runa, we don't have things to do with our time. We are still here. trying to assist you. Nakwakana itzamaile. This thing ilata week 3. The child is not exhumed. And when we did our calculations, when this case started, we knew that getting senior counsel involved in this could have expedited this to at least, at minimum, a week tops. She could have gotten the order. Weeks are going by. She's not telling us which court she is. We are asking, can we come and support you? Dololo. Okokai, dololo. Okay, when you exhume, we understand that it's limited to a small number of people. But as women that stood beside you in this thing, please allow us, at least at the graveside, read a guard of honor, when your baby is driven out of that graveside. To show what we've been supporting you. Again, as the mother, not wanting that was a prerogative. That was okay. Now, I don't understand the involvement, therefore, of blogs capitalizing on this for storylines, of people using this as a ploy for witch hunts, without getting the essence of the truth. Women were upset in that group. Unfortunately, those things were not put in the public space. Hence why we are being harassed, we are sworn at, our businesses are getting bad reviews, we are called bullies, when that was not the case. That was not the case. And if it was perceived as that, I'll unreservedly apologize. We were fighting for her to do the right thing for her child, to do the right thing for us that had invested time, emotions, resources, basically everything to assist her. Again, not because we hate the father of a child, no, but because of the principle. Ya gore mmago ngwana o ba le kae ga papa ngwana a boloka ngwana. Remember, we are also sitting with information that is one-sided. There's a side that exists out there that has a different understanding of who she is outside of what we know. We don't know. We are fighting a cause. We are assisting this person. Now, things have escalated in the group. We are exchanging words. We feel disrespected. We feel disregarded. There is no accountability. There is no lawyer. Rumors start coming up that myself, Pazi B, I don't know who else, are soliciting funds from this organization. So I'm like, how? Man just mali. How? Okay. Now it's threats going around. Again, quiet about that. Threats going around that we are coercing her to attack the father of her child. Meanwhile, we are fighting with her to stop attacking the father of the child. Botse of Pazipi picks up the phone, calls her, and says, Mama, we have a problem. It's fine. We have a new problem. The problem is that we are getting threats. We are accused of eating your money. Please, with the same energy that you have of putting, I don't know what, emoji, an orange or an anus on the face of your baby daddy on social media and writing about narcissists and whatever. One. Go on social media and clear my name, clear Michelle's name, clear other women that are involved in this slandering accusation, this vexatious accusation that we are now eating monies from something that we are not benefiting from. As it stands, you are not honest. As it stands, you are not forthcoming. As it stands, you have labeled us as abusers. As it stands, you are not telling us the truth. Just tell people that how you account after that to people will be up to you. We exchange words. Girls, the ladies in the group are telling her, please clear these women's names. This then goes to the screenshot that is deliberately leaked with the intention of doing what it has done. Not create discourse, but malice and chaos. And have people thinking they are keyboard warriors, texting me, swearing me based off that screenshot. In the group, she expresses how she's not bothered by the fact that our lives are suddenly in danger over this thing. That now we are accused of eating monies. We are accused of privately assisting her to destroy the image of the father of her child, when we've been calling her out to stop doing that and deal specifically with the matter at hand, which is the loss of her child. Not sure if you guys get that. We ask her, clear our names. Personally, I say, my girl, my business depends on my reputation, which I hold to the highest regard. Don't mess with my reputation. I don't have a say in the 100K. What would I do with that 100,000 that was raised? I have no business chowing chelete or soliciting funds from a grieving woman. So please, clear my name. Because now I will drag you to hell. Because now when people are saying that I am bashing the baby daddy, I'm attacking the baby daddy's character, I am doing all these things to the baby daddy, as a person, as a woman, privately, as a business owner, my darling, I will deal with it. And that is through legal channels. Because those that know me know that I deal with things and not through legal channels. Don't have time to entertain blogs. I don't have time to entertain people. You can say what you want. You can do what you want. You are entitled to your opinion. Especially when you've decided to make your mind up about a person. It is not my business to convince you that I'm somebody else. Or that my thought process was this and that at the time. No, I was dealing with the person on that group at that time that showed zero remorse, that didn't feel sorry for us as women that were attacked and threatened for apparently stealing funds from the same account we knew nothing about. So to explain to people that have been texting me, that is the context of that message. To say, Sisi, I'm respected. I've been a business practitioner. 2025 makes my 8th year as an interior designer. I'm respected in my field. I respect my craft. I've built good, solid relationships. And I've earned my name in the industry. I'm not going to have people create malicious and vexatious rumors about me, saying that I've stolen funds from an organization or from a bank or from whoever that was meant to support a woman when a child had died. And that is where that ends. And I will not be addressing that moving forward. You were given screenshots to deduce whether there's truth, whether things were facts rather, or were untrue. Unfortunately, most of you could not even tell that you were given bits and pieces of what looked like was what took place. Women, there's hundreds of messages within that WhatsApp group where women were pleading with her to be forthcoming. We didn't want to use the money for ourselves. We were not telling her to tell us deep things. We said, Sisi, because you asked the public for help, where are you? So that we continue on this journey with you right till the end. And that, unfortunately, is what has not happened. And this is my account. Hence, the comments are off. I'm not prepared to open this for discussion. I'm not prepared to open this for debates. I believe that people are looking at this at a place of applying their emotions, of which, granted, they are allowed to. But we were in the group. We know. We have seen. I have not fought with anyone. I have not gotten into disagreements with anyone. It was banter in the group. We were disagreeing like normal grown-up ladies who had a lot on their plates, who had a lot to do with their times. We poured our energy, our resources, our love, our emotional support, and most importantly, our understanding that we were dealing with a grieving mother. Hence why, after all the bickering, when she would say, I'm grieving, we would say, okay, guys, let's stop. We will resume with the questioning some other time. Now, it is unfortunate that Salty was part of the group. Ironically, the page that I was accused of owning at some point was on the group, and they happened to have released all that information, which is in contravention of the Poppy Act. They released our numbers, they released our names. That's a subject for another day. Again, those are things we will deal with personally as the people that were involved in this at a legal level. It's okay.